This test is being conducted by Fire Prevention Technologies for Flame Safe. This test method, utilizing the small-scale tunnel test, is designated as the ASTM E84 test method for surface burning characteristics of materials. This test method determines the protection a fire retardant coating affords its substrate and the comparative burning characteristics of the fire retardant coating by evaluating the flame spread over the surface when ignited under controlled conditions. The specimen that you're viewing is palapa thatch, the natural grass thatching material. It's woven on the back side. This is part 2 of the test, utilizing the section that will be applied to the roof. In other words, for a fire that would be from the outside. Part 1 of this test was on the back side, which would be on the ceiling section in a thatched roof condition. The test specimen is laid into the tunnel. This tunnel is at a slope of 28 degrees, approximately a 7 and 12 pitch. A cementitious board is laid over the top of the specimen as called for in this test method. Smoke chamber for gathering the smoke to determine the optical smoke density is laid over the specimen. Thermometer shows an ambient temperature of 65 degrees at present time. A number of laboratory procedures are used to evaluate the effectiveness of fire retardants and fire-resistant treatments and coatings. In general, these test methods measure the 3 stages of fire development. That is ignition, flame spread, which is the rate of growth of a fire, and conflagration extent. While all 3 are of extreme importance, flame spread has been recognized as the main factor associated with testing fire retardants. The fire retardant that was used on this thatch and this thatching roof section is Thatch Safe, manufactured by Flame Safe and its affiliated companies. This test method provides a relative flame spread of the coating using the small scale test method. That is the ASTM D3806. This test method correlates to the ASTM E84 or the UL 723, and the results obtained from this method are indicative of those obtained with a large specimen in the test method E84 tunnel test, sometimes referred to as the Steiner tunnel. This test is usually conducted for 4 minutes. The 4-minute rating in this test as a burn correlates to the 10-minute burn under the ASTM E84 standard. We are going to continue this test for additional time so that it will correlate to the ASTM D2768, which is the extended ASTM E84 test. That is a 30-minute test. So this test will actually run for 12 minutes. Halfway through this test, we're going to increase the flame of the burner. This test specimen was treated with flame safes, the Thatch Safe, at the rate of 200 square feet per gallon, which equates to 13.2 pounds per 200 square feet. It was applied by spray on both sides of the test specimen and in a vertical direction, that is, where the spray actually goes up along the incline of the leaves. This is a polyper thatch, Mexican thatch, sometimes referred to. It is the most popular of the thatching that is used in the industry. This test also takes into consideration the mass loss of the material being tested. Mass loss being important because that is an indication of the contributed fuel that was actually added to the fire. This test also gives you a smoke index that correlates similar to the ASTM E84 test method. The flame spread of this test you can determine through the equations, if you would like to see them, you can send for, of the E84 rating. So there is a correlation between this test and the ASTM E84. The ASTM E84 test method is identical to the UL 723 and the NFPA 255. They both use the same Steiner tunnel, and they use the same natural gas flame at a designated amount on a per hour basis. At the completion of this test, we will remove the specimen and measure the char length created by the flame. This test also measures the afterglow, if any, that may be left on the specimen at the completion of the test. The thermometer immediately above the burner has indicated at this point an increase of only 10 degrees. At this point, we will be shutting off the burner. Remove the smoke chamber. There does not appear to be any afterglow or after burning of the specimen. The char length from the outside edge is 7 1/8 inches. From the center line of the burner, the char length is 5 3/4 inches. The intermittent height from the mean distance of the specimen is 5/16 inches. For more information on this product or this test, you can contact Flame Safe at 1-800-333-9197. If you would like a copy of the test report, you can email us at fireprod@aol.com.